Hey guys, I'm Pranavi Nissan and today is the 3rd of February and I'm just coming back from attending Lock the Box book sale conducted by Bookchor in Hyderabad. A huge shout out to my cousin Mihira for letting me know about this book fair. Thank you sis, it was great and I had a lots of fun. So this Lock the Box book sale is a quite unique, one of its kind book sale. Usually when there are book sales you just go in, peruse all the aisles and get whatever you want, and maybe sometimes it's a kg sale that you buy books depending on their weight. But this book sale is depends on the box. So there are three different boxes. One is a tiny box, which is about, I don't know, 1 feet, 1 square feet, and it's for 1,000 rupees. So you get the box, and as many books as you can fit in the box are yours for the taking. And then there's an orange box, which is about this size. Yeah, this huge, and you can get it for 1,700 or I think 1,800, and as many books as you can fit in this box are yours to take. And the next box, which is the largest box, is for 2,200, and that is about, I don't know the measurements, but they say you can fit about 27 books in that box on an average, but it depends on your packing skills and the books you select. So I took the orange box, which is the medium size. I think the box is named Hercules, and that was very fun of them to do. So I bought the orange box. On an average, people fit about 15 to 17 books in an orange box, but I managed to fit 23 books in them. It is so cool. I mean, to be fair, like 10 of them are very thin, not very thin, but they're thin, and the other ones are medium size. So I'm pretty excited at all the amazing books I purchased, and I hope you'll decide to attend this book fair. It started yesterday, that is April 2nd, and it's going to last till the 11th of April. And they have about more than 2 lakh used books. You can peruse all the aisles, collect all the books, take your box, and arrange the books in the most perfect way to fit as many books as you want. Just pay and get out of there. It was really fun. It was very well organized, and there are helpers all around, and you can ask them for any suggestions or if you can't find a book. And there are some lovely book lovers out there, and if you can't find a book, you can team up with other people and you can find each other's books. So I managed to find 23 of the books, and I had a list written for myself that what books do I want, and I managed to find about three-fourths of them. So without any further delay, let's see the book haul and what I managed to buy from Lock the Box book sale. So this book sale is hosted in a reception hall, and the first thing you see when you enter the reception hall is a huge table filled with Dan Brown books and mysteries and crime books. So the first book that caught my eye over there was The Perfect Stranger by Megan Miranda. She's also the author of All the Missing Girls, and that book was very fun to read. It was not extraordinary, but it was not bad either. And I was getting this for less than 100 rupees, and it's in such a pretty almost new condition, so I decided to get this. And the most adorable purchase from the book sale is The Wit and Wisdom of Tyrion Lannister. How beautiful and adorable is this book? It's a hardcover copy, and it's so cute. It's so tiny and cute. This is on my wish list, like it's been on my wish list for forever, and it's always so expensive, like 400 or 300. It's never below 300, and I got this for like 80 rupees. It was such a steal. I absolutely love this. I highly recommend you attend this, guys. There are really amazing catches and such fun steals to get in that book sale. Yeah, let's move on. And it's pretty tightly packed. One of the reasons I managed to fit 23 books in this small box is because most of them are thin, and this is perhaps the smallest and the thinnest book I bought today, and that is David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. And this is the miniature edition and also the illustrated edition. It is so adorable. It has all these illustrations, and the text is quite big. It's not like a mass market paperback where you can't read anything. It's pretty legible, and it's so cute. You can fit it in your pocket wherever you go out. So this was also a steal, like the Wit and Wisdom of Tyrion Lannister. Let's move on to normal sized books. I managed to find The Kill Order by James Dashner. James Dashner is the author of the Maze Runner series, and this is the fourth book in Maze Runner series. I read Maze Runner series 5 years ago, and 5 years ago it was on my computer. I read it on my computer for the first time, and I never managed to buy the books because I already read it. But I was getting them for so cheap here, so I couldn't resist buying a few. This is the fourth book, and I also managed to find the second book, but not many. I mean, not all the 4 books in the series. I think there are 5 books in the series, but I managed to find only 2. And moving on. This is another book I had in my mind before going there, that is to find as many books from the Godfather universe as possible, and I managed to find about 3 books, and this is the first one. That is, it's very covered in stickers and all. The cover is not the prettiest because you can't even see the title, but the title is The Dark Arena by Mario Puzo. It's from the, not exactly the Godfather family and the like that era, but it's from that world, the mafioso world and all, the Italian dons, newly settled in America. You know Mario Puzo's writing style. So it's one of those books, and I'm pretty happy with myself that I managed to find any book from the Godfather world. Yes, this is a book I've been meaning to read for so long. I mean, you must have already read this. Who did not read Aragon or even watch it? I watched the movie, but I've always been curious as to if the movie is an accurate picturization of the book. So I managed to find Aragon. There was even a huge, amazing hardcover copy, but it was ginormous and it would take up so much space in my box. So I had to settle with the little bit battered looking paperback, but I'm not too sad about it. It's really pretty, like old school kind of fantasy pretty. I even managed to find the second book in that. Let's see where the second book is. Yes. The second book in the Aragon series, that is The Eldest. This is by Christopher Paolini too. That man is a legend. Like, he wrote all these amazing books when he was just 19 years old, and it's so encouraging to read such books and about the authors. So even this had a very huge and very beautiful hardcover copy, but since this is a space constraining situation, I had to go with the paperback. Moving on, I bought the book Don't Blink by James Patterson. There were a million James Patterson books. There were so many books by James Patterson, Lee Child, Danielle Steele, and Dan Brown, and Sidney Sheldon. There were a lot of crime and suspense books, and I decided to pick this book up. It's a murder mystery containing a reporter, a journalist, blah blah blah. I'm not going to go into the premise of the story. The next book is another book from the Godfather world, that is The Family. I think this is the third book in the Godfather series, the final novel by the author of The Godfather. I think he died while he was writing this book, and it's completed by Carol Gino. Anyways, I'm really glad that I found another book from the Godfather universe for such a cheap price, because Godfather was not cheap. It was around, I think, 325 rupees, and this is like 80 rupees. Such a steal. Moving on, this is another book from the Maze Runner series. This is the second book, the Scorch Trials. I did not find Maze Runner. I searched all the aisles and all the unopened cartons as well, but I couldn't find the first and the third book. I found the second and the fourth book. Anyways, I'm not too sad about it. I'll get them soon. And this is just so aesthetically pleasing. See? It has a fake cover and all. It's so pretty. This is a very deep, intense fantasy kind of read, and this guy looked like Gollum. So we all have a sweet spot for Gollum. He's so adorably disgusting. Adorably disgusting. Anyway, this was a very The Alchemist and Nicholas Flamel kind of book, so I decided to take it. It's so cute. Moving on. Yeah, this is the Philip Pullman book, The Book of Dust. This is the first book in the, I don't know what this series is called. His Dark Material. I know the series is Dark Material. It has 3 books in it, and I have no idea what this series is. And the name is, I'm going to butcher the name if I like pronounce it. So I'm just going to leave it at The Book of the Dust. And let me tell you, there were so many copies of this book in every different edition. And again, I had to settle with the paperback because the space was so tight. I had to take the paperback, and yeah, I'll check out this book, and if I like it, we'll move on to the second and third books in the series. And then next we have The Snowman. This is one of the recommendation from Noel Gallagher. She's one of my favorite booktubers, and she recommended this book as a very amazing suspense crime thriller to be very creepy. And I read the first chapter. I listened to the first chapter on VK, and I was really intrigued by it, but I didn't manage to finish it. I don't know why. So when I found this book there, I had to take it for Noel. Moving on. This is River God by Wilbur Smith. I have been searching for this book for so long. This was on my list. Like, I had a clear intention that I'm going to come back from the book fair with Wilbur Smith's River God in my hand, and I did. One of my very lovely subscribers recommended this book to me repeatedly, and now I can read it because on Amazon it was on a ridiculous price, like so insane. But I managed to find it for like 70 rupees or 80 rupees. It was totally worth it. And next we have this like vintage copy of The Hobbit. I have a Hobbit, complete Hobbit and Lord of the Rings set with me already. But look at this edition. It's like so old school, and the papers are so brown, and it smells amazing, so I had to take it. The Hobbit, I don't know which edition this is. Never mind. I liked it, I bought it. Next we are moving on to the final book I found in the Godfather's universe. That is Omertha. Am I pronouncing it right? Omertha by Mario Puzo. And Omertha is a Sicilian code of silence, and it has been the cornerstone of Mafia's sense of honor for centuries. Anything by Mario Puzo in the world of Mafia, I'm going to read it. And yeah, I took it. Like, this was the first Godfather book I managed to find. Then I found the first one, which is the Dark Arena. Then, what was the other book we talked about? Yeah, The Family. So these 3 are the books I managed to find from the Godfather universe, and I'm pretty happy. I thought I'd find the Sicilian too, which is actually the second book in the Godfather series, but never mind. I found 3 of them, and I'm pretty happy with myself. So, and the next normal sized book is this, Different Seasons by Stephen King. I combed all the aisles and all the tables for this book. There were tons and tons and tons of Stephen King books, all in beautiful, gorgeous hardcover editions, but I wanted only The Shawshank Redemption. I asked so many people if they found Shawshank Redemption anywhere, and thanks to the 2 lovely girls who managed to find this for me. Shawshank Redemption is amazing. Anyone who's watched the movie or read the book has to agree with me. And though I couldn't find the Shawshank Redemption book, I managed to find different seasons. In different seasons, we are having 4 novellas, and the first one is The Shawshank Redemption. I'm so happy I found this. This was the last book I managed to find, managed to fit into my box, and I'm so proud of myself for finding this. So now we covered all the normal sized books, excluding the Wit and Wisdom of Tyrion Lannister. Let's move on to the thin, cute books. These books are the reason I managed to fit 23 of them. So the first one is also by Stephen King. It's very thin. It's only 85 pages long. That is The Green Mile Part 1 by Stephen King, The Two Dead Girls. I don't know why I bought this. I just saw it's a Stephen King book, and it was so unconventionally thin. Which of Stephen King's book is this thin? So I was just intrigued by the concept of Stephen King writing such a short story. So I bought it. Turns out it's just part 1. So anyway, no regrets. And the next thin book is A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. I'm really sorry for butchering that name. I've been meaning to read this book for a long time. If you're a fan of Ruby Granger, you know how much she speaks about this book and how highly she speaks about this book. This is one of Ruby Granger's favorite books, and I managed to find it in the classics aisle. There are so many classics in that exhibition, so many classics, and there were 20 different editions of Pride and Prejudice, and I had to stop myself so hard. I had to resist so hard to not just grab all of them and fill my box just with Pride and Prejudice. But I managed to control myself, resist the urge, and buy only the books which I did not read. I mean, in the classic style. So next one is a set of books, set of 5 books, and that is the Narnia books. I have a Narnia set. I have a huge hardcover copy of Narnia. I don't know why I do this. I saw these teeny tiny editions of Narnia books. I don't know how old these editions are, and I just had to have them. Like, I mean, I didn't find all the books from the series. I just found 1, 3, 5, 6, and 7. So there are a few missing. 2, 3, 4 are missing. But never mind. These are so adorable. They are so cute and so tiny. You can fit them in your pocket and read them wherever you want. And I'm so proud of myself for finding all of them. These were not in one place. I had to roam whole hall and scan each and every shelf to find them. And even then I managed to find only 5 out of 8 books. Yes, so that marks the end of my haul. My box is empty. So this is the size of the box in which I managed to smuggle 23 books. And I'm pretty proud of myself. The best book I bought today was The Written Wisdom of Tyrion Lannister. That is adorable. The second most adorable book is the David Copperfield book. And I'm pretty proud of myself for finding so many Godfather books. And of course, Rita Hayworth and the Shawshank Redemption. And the Snowman, the Book of Dust. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you'll attend this book fair. And I hope you'll get orange box or a pink box or green box of your own, and please do let me know if you do attend the book fair in the comment section down below and what you thought about it, and let me know what was your favorite book in this book fair, book haul. And I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.